Crown collision queen Coco Gauff rises to glory. Shocking win over Pegula at the Wuhan Open. Under the bright Wuhan skyline, where the crowd's cheers echoed across the hard court like rolling thunder, Coco Gauff stood tall, eyes fierce, heart steady, and racket gleaming under the floodlights. Across the net was Jessica Pegula, her fellow American powerhouse, ready to battle not just for a title but for national supremacy. What unfolded wasn't just a tennis match. It was a breathtaking display of willpower, strategy, and destiny. When the final point was struck and Coco Gauff lifted her arms in triumph, the world witnessed the coronation of a new queen, Queen Coco of Wuhan. The build-up, two American titans, one stage. The 2025 Wuhan Open had been electric from day one. The world's best players had gathered, but as the tournament progressed, two names repeatedly captured the spotlight. Coco Gauff and Jessica Pegula. Both had carved their own paths to glory. Pegula, the veteran, represented experience, discipline, and consistent excellence. Her rise to the WTA ranks was a story of persistence. The daughter of a billionaire who fought to prove she belonged, earning every win through sheer grit. Gauff, on the other hand, embodied the spirit of a new era. Still just in her early 20s, she had already conquered hearts worldwide. From her sensational debut as a 15-year-old who toppled Venus Williams at Wimbledon to her steady climb through the ranks, Gauff was no longer just the next big thing. She was a moment. The Wuhan Open final, then, wasn't just about a title. It was symbolic passing of the torch, a clash between experience and youth, strategy and speed, legacy and destiny. A stadium alive with emotion. As the players walked out onto the court, the crowd's energy was palpable. Fans waved banners that read, "Go Coco" and "Pegula Power" in bold letters. The atmosphere felt less like a final and more like a cinematic showdown. Two warriors entering an arena of destiny. Gauff, dressed in her signature vibrant outfit, radiated confidence. Her eyes, focused yet calm, scanned the court like a chess master surveying her board. Pegula, stoic and composed, tightened her grip on her racket, knowing the stakes were monumental. The umpire's voice broke the tension. "Ladies and gentlemen, play begins." And with that, the battle for Wuhan began. Set 1, Gauff storm. The opening set was a thunderclap. Gauff came out firing, moving with electric energy, her footwork fluid and aggressive. Her serve cracked through the humid Wuhan air like a whip, powerful, precise, and purposeful. Pegula, known for her tactical depth, tried to keep Gauff pinned to the baseline, dictating rallies with her trademark flat backhand. But Gauff had other plans. She sliced, she lobbed, she counterpunched. Her returns had laser-like precision, her anticipation uncanny. She read Pegula's intentions as if she'd seen them written on the tennis ball itself. At 3-2, a 22-shot rally sent the audience into delirium. Pegula hammering forehand after forehand, Gauff scrambling, sliding, defending every ball. Then with a flash of brilliance, Coco switched gears, a forehand down the line, so sharp it cut through the air like lightning. Winner. Crowd explosion. "Come on." Gauff roared, pumping her fist, eyes blazing. It wasn't just a point. It was a declaration of intent. By the end of the set, Gauff had taken it 6-3, outsmarting and outplaying Pegula with breathtaking intelligence. Set 2, Pegula fights back. Pegula, however, was far from done. As the second set began, the veteran unleashed her inner strategist. She adjusted her rhythm, slowed down rallies, and began attacking Gauff's second serve. For a brief moment, Gauff's confidence wavered. Pegula's precision returned. Her serves clipped the lines, and her net play began clicking. The crowd sensed a shift, the momentum swinging toward Pegula. At 4-2, the match hung in the balance. Pegula was pressing, Gauff was defending, and the tension in the stadium was tangible. But champions are forged in pressure. At 30-30 in the seventh game, Pegula fired a deep forehand into Gauff's backhand corner. Gauff sprinted, barely reached it. But instead of a desperate slice, she ripped a cross-court winner that kissed the sideline. Pegula froze. The stadium erupted. That shot changed everything. Gauff broke back, held serve, and began dictating once more. Pegula fought valiantly, but Gauff had reawakened her rhythm. She captured the second set 7-5 with a stunning backhand return winner. 2 sets down, and Wuhan had a new queen. Gauff's game, a symphony of power and precision. Coco Gauff's victory was not just about athleticism. It was about artistry and motion. Her game is a symphony, each stroke a musical note, each rally a crescendo. Her serve, once considered inconsistent, now boomed with authority. Her forehand, a mix of raw power and spin, pushed Pegula deep behind the baseline. Her backhand, oh, that backhand, was a masterpiece, combining control, elegance, and venom. But above all, it was her mind that triumphed. Gauff played with intelligence that belied her age. She adjusted mid-rally, predicting Pegula's angles, shifting tactics seamlessly. At times, she looked less like a player and more like a conductor orchestrating chaos into beauty. When interviewed later, she said with a smile, "I knew I couldn't out-hit Jessica. She's too solid. So I tried to outthink her, move her, test her patience, and trust my instincts." It was a glimpse into the mindset of a champion who doesn't just react, she creates. Pegula's perspective, a rival's respect. For Pegula, the loss stung, but her respect for Gauff was evident. In her post-match press conference, she said, "Coco played incredible tennis. She's fast, smart, and her composure is next level. When I thought I had her cornered, she found another way. That's what great players do." It was a gracious acknowledgement from one warrior to another. Pegula, always a professional, knew she had been part of something special, a match that would be remembered as a turning point in American tennis, a future without limits. As Gauff lifted the gleaming Wuhan trophy high above her head, it was impossible not to imagine what comes next. The Grand Slams await. The world #1 ranking feels inevitable. The Olympic stage beckons. But perhaps what makes Gauff's story so special is not just what she's achieved, but how she's done it. With integrity, intellect, and a genuine love for the game. Her coach summed it up best. Coco doesn't just play tennis. She lives it. Every match, every point, every lesson. She absorbs it all. That's what makes her dangerous. Conclusion: the rise of Queen Coco crown. Coco Gauff's stunning victory over Jessica Pegula at the 2025 Wuhan Open will go down as one of the defining moments in modern tennis history. It wasn't just about rankings, trophies, or headlines. It was about transformation. On that electric night in Wuhan, a young woman stepped out of the shadow of expectation and into the light of greatness. She didn't just win. She conquered. She didn't just play. She inspired. The world saw not just a champion, but a leader, fearless, focused, and forever evolving. So, as the lights dimmed and the echoes of the crowd faded into the night, one truth remained crystal clear. Queen Coco Gauff has risen, and her reign has only just begun. Crown Collision. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.